up, these videos have been sitting in computer storage since 2013, since police determined Casey Pitzer died of an accidental drowning after partying on St. Patrick's Day. Her friends and family say they never believed it was an accident. You'll now get a look at those videos and determine for yourself whether you think Casey Pitzer accidentally drowned or was a victim.
I told the truth.
No, your body wrote out the charts. You haven't told the whole truth.
I told the truth.
You have not told the whole truth.
Yes, I have.
Brandon, you have not.
Well, this is Brandon Reed shortly after an Ohio State Highway Patrol polygraph examiner tells him he failed his polygraph exam. It was 2013, just 4 days after Casey Pitzer went missing. 4 days later, her body would be found in a Wilmington retention pond. Police called the death an accidental drowning. Her father never believed that.
I want to get justice for my daughter.
This is surveillance video from the night Casey went missing. It shows her out partying in Wilmington and then getting in a fight with her best friend Tammy McKay. She begins walking home, a 3-hour walk to Sabina. McKay asks her daughter's boyfriend Michael Hartley to go find Casey and take her home. They say they found Casey walking near the US 22 Ohio 73 interchange.
And I was like, Casey, get in, I'm going to take you home.
This is video Local 12 obtained of a police interview a day after Casey went missing. Hartley says Casey got in the car with him and Reed, and they began heading to Hartley's house to get his truck so he could take her home.
We started going up the bypass. As soon as we made this turn, she's like, where are we going?
That's when the men say Casey opened the door at about 55 miles per hour to jump out. This is from Reed's police interview.
The door swung open. I just heard just like air. So I looked back, and she's got one leg out. So I slammed on the brake and got over and...
Hartley and Reed say Casey took off running, and that's the last they saw of her.
So you nervous?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And,
Because I've never did anything like this.
yeah.
I've never been arrested.
Hartley and Reed agree to take polygraph exams shortly after their police interviews. This is exclusive video Local 12 obtained of those exams. The polygraph examiner puts measuring devices on the men to see how their bodies react when they answer questions truthfully and deceptively. He begins with baseline questions.
Is this the month of March?
Yes.
Are the lights on in this room right now?
Yes.
Then gets to the questions about Casey's disappearance.
Are you withholding any information about what happened to Casey? Regarding if you had any involvement in the disappearance of Casey Pitzer, do you intend to answer truthfully to each question about that?
Yes.
The examiner analyzes the data and brings back the results a few minutes later.
How do you think you did on the exam today?
Pretty good.
Okay. Well, you didn't pass, okay?
Hartley appears bewildered when the examiner tells him he did not pass. Reed appears angry.
I told you the whole story, and that's exactly what happened.
Okay, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You've done something with her.
No, I did not.
Yes, you have.
She jumped out of my car.
You either did, or you know who did. You know what has happened to her.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
The detective begins asking the men about the night in question. Hartley says Casey was barely able to walk.
How was she walking up 22?
She was down in the ditch, staying away from the road because she couldn't stay out of the road. She was up there. I mean, she was really drunk.
But in their police interviews, Reed and Hartley describe a quick and nimble Casey.
Out the car, and by the time I looked around like this, she was running across the lane.
In Reed's police interview, he says Casey was quiet when she got in the car that night.
So did she say anything when she got in? Nope.
But in Hartley's polygraph exam, he said Casey spoke directly to Reed.
No, she just gets in, looks at Brandon, she's like, or asked who he was, and he told her Brandon Reed, and she's like, oh, I remember you from somewhere.
The examiner insists Hartley knows something that he is not divulging, driving him to tears.
If you don't let it out, it's just going to eat your...
I know, that's what I'm sitting here trying to think.
It's going to tear you up for the rest of your life.
I mean, it's already destroyed mine right now.
Then he presses Hartley about Reed.
Stopped the car, she got out and took off running.
Was Brandon pissed off?
Yeah, he was because when she got out, she slammed his door really hard. He's the type of person that...
He's hot-tempered.
Yeah.
Well, even though the examiner told Hartley that he failed his polygraph exam, he wrote in his report that there were indications of deception, but the reactions were not of sufficient length and intensity to render a conclusive opinion. Neither Hartley nor Reed replied to our requests for interviews. It should also be noted that polygraph exams are only admissible as evidence in court in Ohio under certain circumstances, but they're generally considered highly accurate. Police have never charged anyone in connection with Casey Pitzer's death.
Hey there, thanks so much for visiting the Local 12 YouTube channel. Click the links, hit subscribe to get notified anytime we post content to this channel.